This room's full of regrets. Just keeps getting fuller, it seems. The moment I walk into it is the same moment that I want to leave. I get sick to my stomach every time I look at these things, but it's hard to look past when this is the room where I sleep. NF. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Step Up to Greatness and another episode of our Life Lessons videos. A very special Tuesday edition of our Life Lessons videos, as I didn't have the video for you yesterday on Monday. But this is the place to get your tips, tricks, advice, life hacks, and motivation to move you forward towards a life of greatness. I am Dustin Gruss, certified professional coach, personal trainer, and motivational public speaker. I, of course, prefer the term greatness facilitator. We all have greatness within us, or at the very least, a life of greatness out there waiting for us. My goal here at Step Up to Greatness is to help you find your greatness, that being your healthiest and happiest version of yourself. For those of you that don't know, I'm a big fan of hip-hop artist NF, which is who that opening lyric belonged to, and his title track, Mansion. Not only does NF have incredible rhythm and flow, but his lyrics are super deep. That song, Mansion, talks about a metaphorical house he built, and with each room he attaches a different feeling or memory. Even though that song is several years old now, there's times where it still gives me goosebumps. The other day when I came on my rotation during some yard work and reflecting on some occurrences during the past week, it made me think of a story about another room. A story I first shared with you all back in my Put a Smile on Your Face video, which is about 6 months ago. To recap, this room was in the middle of an old, eclectic town known for its different festivals, carnivals, and parades. On this one particular day, 2 separate dogs go into this room and come back out of it at separate times. The first dog went in, stays in for a few moments, and then trots out, wagging its tail and seemingly full of glee, almost smiling the way it appears some dogs do. A little bit later, the second dog goes in. A few moments later, this dog comes out hunched over, tail tucked down, hair on its back raised, and teeth snarling as the dog scampers away with a low growl. Now, a woman nearby happened to be there and witnessed these 2 different dogs and their 2 very different reactions. Curious as to what could be in this room that would make these dogs respond so differently, she heads over to the room to investigate. As she entered the room, what she discovered was herself. Well, the image of herself, but a lot of them. It was a room full of mirrors. What she realized was this. The first dog that was happy and wagging its tail saw 1,000 other happy dogs staring right back at it because of all the mirrors. And the second dog, the one that left the room snarling and growling, "Arr!" Well, that's right. It saw 1,000 angry dogs growling back at it. The point of the story is this. What you see in the world around you is a reflection of who you are. Or at least now I believe what you are giving the most of your attention to. If you are a genuinely happy, positive person, you will see and be more attuned to positive, happy things. If you are angry, grumpy, or bitter, you're going to be more aware of the things that you don't like. This kind of goes back to a point of thoughts become things, like the book The Secret, and how your words affect the kind of life you live, that being another series of videos I did. Now, it's not to say that positive people don't still see things that make them sad or angry, and vice versa with the angry people seeing things that make them happy. But whatever you give the most of your attention to will become the primary receptor of what you see and hear going forward from that point. I don't know about you, but the last few weeks has been more and more of a struggle to focus on only the positive, especially on social media. Between opposing views on COVID-19 and wearing masks and the social equality issues, there is a whole lot of "I'm right, you're wrong" going on out there. Some would say it is good to have exposure to views other than yours, but there also comes a point where the content and manner in which these viewpoints are put out there are just rude, disrespectful, and even hurtful to other people. It is no longer an invitation to a discussion or even debate. It is just fuel on a fire sparked with intolerance and hate. Unfortunately, the algorithms on social media platforms recognize only what you click on, not whether you agree with it or not. Not how friendly or hateful the conversations on the topics are, unless someone reports it. So if you get caught in a rabbit hole of watching videos or reading messages you disagree with, you are soon going to have 1,000 angry dogs growling back at you. How healthy do you think that is mentally? Now, there are options to block or unfollow people's posts, even snooze them for 30 days so you won't see their posts. Or you can always unfriend them. These can be either temporary or permanent fixes for those individuals. But again, algorithm. You'll have more and more people popping up because you had clicked on the posts like theirs before, or even just hovered over their posts. Now, what I want to tell you that it's okay to do is to self-quarantine from social media, or at least certain social media platforms. Take a mental break from the negativity flooding your senses. Keep yourself from becoming another one of the snarling dogs. Now, does it mean you believe in the cause you support or your views any less? No, not at all. If nothing else, by freeing yourself from the negativity, you are improving your mental health and giving yourself the time to focus on the things you can do versus spending so much of your time shocked, appalled, shaming, and finger-pointing at other people. Because let's be honest, when have you ever not gotten defensive when someone approaches you about something in a hostile way? Or, the flip side, how good have you felt about yourself when you realized you said or did things with poor taste simply because you let yourself get egged on and pushed to the edge by the people you were originally trying to reason with? I've found myself getting close to that point this past week. And as someone with a life mission of lifting up and encouraging others, it made me feel rotten, coming so close to feeding into the negativity. I left the group that a disparaging comment thread was in, and I felt a little bit better. I saw some other posts on people's personal pages, felt myself getting heated. I unfollowed or blocked, and again, felt a little bit better. Saw posts of some videos. Unfollow. Here's the thing. I don't want everyone to have the same viewpoint as me, nor do I expect them to. But today's culture is saying people are too sensitive and can't handle difference of opinion, or that we have gotten too far away from what society was originally built on. The way I see it is we should be able to have our own opinion, but never, never at the expense of another person's health, safety, or livelihood. And it doesn't matter which side of a matter people's opinions are falling on, both sides are guilty of throwing hate and negativity at each other. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is noted for saying, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." It is for these reasons that I am taking a break from social media for the month of July, my birthday month. I think that's a good birthday present myself. After coming so close to combating hate with harsh words myself, I need time to focus on my mental health and how I approach things so that I can be a light for others the way I know how. And to spend time with my wife and our foster sons, reminding me why I do what I do instead of falling down rabbit hole after rabbit hole. Maybe discover some new ways to help causes that I believe in, doing so in a way that comes from a place of love. But I'm taking a personal break from social media so as to not let myself get pulled into the darkness, to not become a snarling dog. This break from social media does not mean you won't be hearing from Step Up to Greatness. I will still post my messages, my videos, and podcasts, all meant to lift up and inspire, but I will only do so through those outlets. And you can still reach me through my Step Up to Greatness pages, but I don't want to give negativity the time of day. One more thought. One of my encounters this last week was with someone who used the guise of religion to try and justify their viewpoint, which was most definitely slanted. I myself am a Christian, as was this man claimed to be. And while I'm no expert on Christianity, or any religion for that matter, I have taken some time to try and learn and understand key points of many religions. And what I know is this: your main religions are all based around the concept of love. We humans are the ones that have taken the text and twisted them into whatever fits our own viewpoints and biases. Think about it. How many different versions of the Bible are there? Islam is not a religion based on terror, war, or hate, but extremists interpreted and twisted it that way to hate and attack Western culture. That's just to name two, and two major points why a lot of people have spurned from a religion as a whole. Because the base message of these religions, love your Lord, love your neighbor, love, has gotten so lost amid the follies of men. And while I was angry and saddened for this man to twist the words of something we should have in common and use it to hide behind, I'm not going to condemn him for it. I'm going to get back to the root of the language that we should both understand when it comes to our faith. I will show love and extend grace. I will be respectful in my conversations with him and patiently try to help connect the dots to where things went awry. I will not feed into the hate and negativity. I will only try to help with the light. And to put it more simply, whether you are religious or not, author James Altucher offers this approach. Ask at the end of the day, who did I help today? Instead of wondering about life after death. If you strive to have an answer for that question at the end of each day, you will be living in love. So even when the negativity comes up and tries to get in your way, you can still show love, and you can keep moving forward and step up to greatness. What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out my videos. So glad to have you here. Hope you are getting a lot of useful information out of them. Couple of things I want to share with you I'm really excited about. One, I totally redid the Step Up to Greatness website. Hope you go check it out. It's a place to go to get all these videos as well as my podcasts, and it also has a lot of information on who I am if you want to know a little bit more about my backstory, as well as if you are interested in getting some one-on-one coaching. It has information on the different packages I have available there. So check out www.stepuptogreatness.com to check out my all-new website. The other thing I'm very excited to tell you about is if you want to kind of have a trial run to see what it would be like getting coaching or more direction from me, I have actually created my first online course through Teachable, teachable.com, and you can actually get that link as well from my website. And I even have a coupon to get 30% off that program. And just to let you know about that, it is a program that is based around setting and achieving goals in a new, proven, extra smart way to do it. It's a program I created myself. Have a few people that have been going through and checking out for me ahead of time, and they have been loving it. So I hope you'll check it out as well. Again, that link will also be available from my website, or I will have it on this video, as well as a coupon code so you can get 30% off and get a little bit more of a sample of what it would be like to work with me as your life coach or greatness facilitator. So check it out. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope to hear from you soon. Peace.